Welcome to Mompreneur Truth Talks. I'm Lisa Avila, business strategist and mom of 3 busy teenagers. Are you building something incredible but wondering why success feels so complicated? Maybe you dream of making a big impact, but you keep asking yourself, is it possible to grow without sacrificing the moments that matter most as a mom? Here's my take. Life isn't about balance, but instead harmony. I've been there in the weeds, juggling soccer practices, struggling with Common Core math. Seriously, why is it so confusing? And running a business. Along the way, I realized that with the right strategic design, you can create harmony between your work and life without compromising what matters most to you. In this podcast, I'll share practical strategies and real-life solutions to help you find that harmony. Now let's dive into today's episode. Today, I want to talk about something that can feel overwhelming for many of us. Summer break. Those magical words that your kids look forward to all year long can sometimes feel like a complete disruption to your business that you've carefully designed. That structure you've built around school schedules, it suddenly disappears and you're left wondering, how can I possibly maintain any momentum in my business with everyone home all day? First, I want you to take a deep breath with me. Summer doesn't have to derail your business dreams. In fact, with a strategic approach, it can become a season of connection, creativity, and even growth. It's just that you're going to have a different rhythm than you're used to. So today I'm sharing my Summer Mom CEO strategies. These are practical ways to thrive in your business while embracing this energy of summer with your kids. And you didn't build this business to miss out on life. You built it to create more freedom, more opportunities, and a meaningful legacy for your family. Now, first, I want to acknowledge something important. If you're feeling a bit of panic about the summer months approaching quickly, you're not alone. I remember so clearly the summer after I launched Poppy Grove. I was staring at my calendar and I was feeling that knot in my stomach. Like, how on earth am I going to do this with 3 boys at home who are so loud, constantly eating and playing on their Xbox? But here's what I learned. Summer doesn't have to be about survival mode. It can actually be a strategic advantage when you approach it with intention. So let's talk about how to not just survive, but thrive by staying confident, empowered, and organized, even when the routine goes out the window. My first strategy is something I call grace with strategy. This is about adjusting your expectations while staying strategic about what success looks like during this summer season. And here's what it means in practice. Look at your annual business goals and map out what specific progress would be meaningful during your summer months. Maybe this isn't the season for launching a new program or taking on a full client load even. Maybe it's the perfect time to work on back-end business development or your strategic planning or creating content that you can use later in the year. The key is to be intentional about defining what success looks like during this season. For me, summer became my ideal time for what I think of as my foundation work. These important but not urgent tasks that strengthen my business for the long term. So you can think about creating templates and workflows that are going to save you time, planning your offers for the busy fall season, especially October, November, December, OND, deepening relationships with the clients that you do have, reading books that expand your thinking. Why not pick up a business book and read it by the pool while your kids are having fun? Take some notes, listen to an audio book, and chill in the sun. That doesn't sound so bad, does it? These activities often get squeezed out during the busier seasons, but they create the foundation for sustainable growth, and that is what you want. The second part of this strategy is giving yourself grace. Your capacity might look a lot different during summer. I know that mine does. And that's not just okay, it's necessary. You're building a business that works with your life, not against it. And this grace includes letting go of the myth of perfect balance. And you know I always say we are aiming for harmony, not balance. There will be days when your business needs more attention, and there will be days when your family needs more of you. The goal isn't perfection each day, it's harmony over time. My second strategy is confident preparation. This is about setting yourself up for success before summer even begins. Now, if you are like me, you already started this in March, but if you haven't, that's okay. You can do it today. Start by looking at your calendar and mapping out any trips, vacations, camps, or activities that your kids will be participating in. Days when you might have extra help from family, partner, childcare, and natural pockets of time in your day. Early morning, naps, evenings, and then confidently prepare by batching content creation before summer begins, automating as many business processes as possible. And again, I'm always going to say, delegate where you can. If you can hire a VA to help you for a few hours during the summer with posting or writing emails, why not? Set up those email templates and the responses. Create those clear boundaries and expectations with clients. And you can also prepare your kids for the summer and your work time by preparing activity kits or boredom busters, coloring books, fun activities, set up play dates where they can go play with friends, take them to the park. There's all kinds of things that you can do and still keep your business running smoothly. If you can take a few hours on a weekend day now to create content or emails, it's going to provide you more freedom during the summer to be present while still maintaining your business presence. Now, another aspect of confident preparation is communicating clearly with your clients. Let them know about any adjusted summer hours, response times, when you're going to be on vacation. Most people completely understand the rhythm of summer, especially if you give them advance notice. My third Summer Mom CEO strategy is about staying empowered through your systems. It's about creating systems that work both for your business and for your kids. This strategy has two parts: fostering independence in your children, appropriate to their ages, of course, and creating systems that allow your business to thrive, even with less dedicated time on your part. For younger children, this might look like setting up playstations that keep them engaged while you work nearby. Just don't give them free rein with markers near the wall. Been there, done that, not fun to clean up. For older children and teenagers, you have even more options. You can assign them age-appropriate responsibilities around the house before they go off and have fun with their friends. You can create incentives for respecting your work boundaries. Not that you want to bribe your children, but you could say, hey, I'm going to work for a couple hours. Here's $20. Take your brother to go get ice cream or froyo. You can even involve them in aspects of your business when it's appropriate. The systems piece is about finding those moments where your business and family life can work together harmoniously. Last summer, I had one of my sons help me build a file cabinet and then help me file. He made money and I felt more organized. It was fun to work together because we were connecting in a meaningful way while still moving my business forward. My fourth summer strategy is organized self-care. Now, this, to me, might be the most important strategy of all because summer can quickly become all about everyone else's needs if we are not careful. And when I say organized self-care, I'm talking about deliberately scheduling time that keeps your cup filled so that you can show up as your best self, both in your business and your family. This can mean scheduling early morning time for yourself before the house wakes up. You know, I love this so much. Taking advantage of any camp or activity times so that you can have focused work or even take yourself out on a date. Moving your body consistently, even if it's just a 20-minute walk. And finding small moments throughout the day to reset your nervous system. Taking a moment, closing your eyes, taking a few deep breaths. I want to emphasize that self-care isn't selfish, it's strategic. When you're depleted, everything suffers. Your creativity, your patience, your decision-making, your relationships. But when you are regulated and have the resources that you need, you bring your best energy to your business and family. For me, consistent morning walks is non-negotiable. I try to do it all year, but especially during summer when it is light out and the weather is so nice. And even if it's just a quick walk with the dog or moving in some gentle yoga stretches. Starting my day with movement sets the tone for everything else. I find I can handle the summer chaos, I will call it, with much more grace and patience when I take care of myself first. My fifth strategy is strategic flexibility. This is about creating organized systems that bend with the natural flow of summer, rather than rigid schedules that are bound to create frustration in your home. In my experience, trying to maintain the exact same work routine during summer as during the school year, it's a recipe for disappointment, disaster, frustration, all the things. Instead, look for the natural rhythm of your summer days and create systems that work with that flow. This might mean working in shorter, more focused blocks rather than long stretches that you realistically don't have. It could be shifting your work hours earlier before the kids wake up, or later if you're a night owl after they go to bed. You can batch similar tasks, and that will help you with efficiency in the time that you do have. And one rhythm that worked well in my house when my boys were younger was taking some time after lunch where everyone worked on an activity quietly, or as quiet as they could be. Thankfully, they all loved Legos. So it was, all right, 3 separate places. You do your thing. I'm doing mine. And I could focus on my business tasks. Having this as part of your daily system, it helps so that it's not a battle to get them to, calm down, relax, and have some playtime by themselves. The beauty of strategic flexibility versus rigid routines is that they can adapt when needed without completely derailing everything. If you have a special outing or your plans change, you can adjust without feeling like you failed. My sixth and final summer mom CEO strategy is intentional joy. This might seem counterintuitive as a business strategy, but it's important. Remember why you started this business in the first place. For most of us, it wasn't just about making money. It was about creating freedom, flexibility, and the ability to be present for your family. Summer gives you a unique opportunity to live that vision, even if it's just a few hours a week. Intentional joy means deliberately planning fun, connection, and memory making. It means closing the laptop and being fully present for that trip to the pool, the ice cream date, or backyard camping adventure. When we fail to schedule these moments, they often get squeezed out by the never-ending to-do list. But when we protect time for joy with the same intention we protect time for client meetings, something magical happens. We remember why we're building our businesses in the first place. And here's the counterintuitive part. These joy breaks actually make you more productive when you return to work. They give your brain the rest it needs to solve problems. They fill your emotional tank so you can show up with enthusiasm for your clients, for your offers, for social media. They remind you of your deeper purpose behind the daily tasks. When my boys were younger, some things that we would do for intentional joy, I wouldn't tell them. I would turn on the sprinklers and be like, let's run through the sprinklers. Okay, I probably shouldn't tell you that since I live in California and we would be on water restrictions. But even for 5 minutes, it was super fun and they loved it. And then have some popsicles in the backyard afterward. It doesn't have to be expensive. Just having that time with them. And then I knew I could go back to my work time and they could chill out. Here are some practical ways to implement all of these strategies. As I said, take advantage of early morning if you can. I know you're tired, but even getting up an hour earlier before your kids are up can give you focus time to get those most important tasks out of the way while your brain is fresh and with a cup of coffee. Utilize power blocks throughout the day. Rather than trying to work for 3 hours straight, which is rarely going to go smoothly in the summer, take 30-minute focused sprints. Get creative with your workspace. Sometimes a change of scenery is so helpful. If your kids are older and can be home alone for a few hours, head to a coffee shop. Take your laptop to the pool and work while the kids swim with their friends. My kids loved going to the library when they were younger because they could pick out a pile of books, and it gave me a little time to answer some emails. You can create childcare swaps with other mompreneurs. Find another mom and take turns watching each other's kids for a few hours each week. Everyone wins. The kids get to have play dates and you get focused work time. Don't underestimate the power of strategic rest. Summer is a natural season to slow down a bit. And the slower pace often leads to important insights and creative breakthroughs that might not happen in the hustle of other seasons. Remember, your children are learning from watching you. When they see you pursuing your passions while still being present for them, they are learning valuable lessons about work ethic, purpose, and creating a life that you love. You are modeling what it looks like to be confident, empowered, and organized. And give yourself permission to do business differently during summer. Maybe this means fewer clients, but more strategic work. Maybe it means shorter work days, but more consistent and intentional action. Maybe it means focusing on just one key project instead of trying to move everything forward. The most important thing to remember is that this is just a season. In a few months, the school buses will be running again, and you will have more predictable time blocks. But in the meantime, you haven't failed if your business looks different during the summer. You are simply adjusting to the season of life you are in. And that's exactly what a CEO does. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this truth. You built your business to create more freedom, more financial opportunity, and a meaningful legacy for your family. Summer gives you a beautiful opportunity to live into that vision, even as you continue moving your business forward. The magic of being a mompreneur is that you get to design a business that works with your life. Summer is going to have its challenges, for sure. There will be days when nothing goes according to plan, but there will also be moments of connection and joy that will happen because you stepped away from your desk and into the fullness of summer life with your family. So embrace your role as a summer mom CEO. Give yourself grace while staying strategic. Prepare with confidence. Create those systems. Organize your self-care. Super important. And schedule joy. Your business will not only survive summer this way, you're going to emerge stronger because of the growth that comes from this. If you feel like you need more support in designing your business that works with your family, take a look at my Momentum Strategy Retreats. We do them either virtually or in person, and oh my gosh, they are so fun, number one. But number two, you get so much accomplished in just a couple days, and you are able to move your business forward quickly. You can find all the details in the show notes. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Remember, you can absolutely have both your dreams and your family life. I'll catch you next time on Mompreneur Truth Talks.
Thank you for spending time with me today in Mompreneur Truth Talks. Before you go, please do me a quick favor. If this episode spoke to you, please like, follow, or leave a review. Your feedback helps other ambitious moms find these conversations about designing a business and life that work together. All right, moms, I'll see you next time. And remember, success isn't about sacrifice or balance. It's about creating harmony and taking action steps that feel right for you.